Hello, it's Phillip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and this morning I'm looking at a book from Elgar Publishing Limited. They're a family business and they publish a lot of very interesting, quite academic but very well researched publications. The one I'm looking at today is Religion, Rights and Secular Society, European Perspectives, edited by Peter Cumper and Tom Lewis. This is the book here. It's not a long, big book by any standards. That's the back cover, so you've got some idea of what's in it. You can see it's very much part of the Edward Elgar structure of having footnotes at the bottom and basically narrative. You do have some subheads, but there are no paragraphs. But what you've got is quite a lot of narrative. There are a very large number of contributors to this publication. Obviously, there are just too many for me to go into. The contents page there shows you what is actually in the book itself. Gives you some idea of what is actually discussed. It's an erudite book, in my view. That there is an example of the index at the back for you looking up individual people's names. I think the most important point about this book is what we've actually written in the written review, which has been produced by my wife and myself, my wife Elizabeth. We've said religion and secular values in Europe, an uneasy peace. Now, do read the actual review that we've written, because what we've got here is a very fast-moving area of difficulty for certainly for Europe itself, bearing in mind things that have happened at the end of January 2013 when I've made this recording. What we say in the review, and I'll only give you an extract, is law, religion, sociology and politics in contemporary Europe, how they mix and mingle, even in societies that are nominally yet staunchly secular. So this collection of essays reveals somewhat startlingly how secularism and religion actually interact across a range of EU countries and cultures, and how such secular religious dualities and contradictions actually impact on everyday life as well as generally on the politically moral and social landscape of most European societies. And we've actually got 18 top academics who are the contributors to this publication who have produced this work basically chapter by chapter. It's interesting that it would appear that the Muslim majority who are probably against the burqa, the wearing of which the rector of the Grand Mosque of Paris has condemned, has been probably one of the bigger examples in recent times of the difficulties, and you can see the tremendous split that is actually within the Muslim world itself. The basic argument, the line of argument, is that French Muslims must be open and liberal and that there's no need for them to hide behind a burqa. Obviously that issue has been dealt with in France, where they have the largest population of Muslims. So just to conclude, this book has been recently published by Elgar and is an absorbing and enlightening read and of direct relevance, we think, to many practitioners as well as both academics and policymakers in law, government and the social and political sciences. I'd like to thank the publishers and the editors and of course the contributors for what is a very important contribution to the current debate. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.